Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the 13th edition of what I like to call Fat Shaming Fridays, where we take a look at various responses to this.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
Like I always say, if I laugh at any of these stories, I'm not laughing at the fact that somebody was fat shamed or bullied. I'm just laughing at the ridiculousness of the situation. I can still remember a lot of the crazy stuff that people have said to me throughout the years. How may I help you, sir? Almost took a swing at that guy. It's been a minute, so for no reason at all, here's Lily. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah. Oh, and then Rocco wants to get in here. Oh, come here, buddy. I'm selling this new product. It's called Pile of Pups. For the low price of many thousands of dollars, we will cover you in pups. I know. Get out of here! Get out of here! Whew, you're getting me hot. Sorry, that was the wrong day. That's Tuesday, isn't it? Oh, you're not getting me hot. By the way, I'm in the process of bulking, so you'll notice my neck getting fatter and fatter. Alright, enough messing around. It's time to wash away the shame with the applying of comb to mustache.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
So I've lost weight since this happened, but I was at the gym.
Is this what motivated you to change?
I was probably 100 pounds heavier than I am right now. And
Wow, good job, dude.
I was using the leg press and I had just finished my first set, like maybe 15 seconds before this gym bro douchebag comes up and goes, I need to use that machine.
Before you're even done. Don't you love when people think that they're just so buff that they have dibs on everything? Like they're going to come up to you and be like, hey, I need to use that machine. And you're going to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You are so buff, bro. Have the machine. Have whatever machine you want. You know what? I'll just leave. I'll just leave the whole ass gym and you could just have whatever machine you want, okay? We got a buff Billy over here.
Comes up and goes, I need to use that machine. It's not like you're going to be skinny tomorrow.
Wow, bro. So a gym bro comes up to you and tells you, I need to use that machine. It's not like you're going to be skinny tomorrow. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You would think that a gym bro would be familiar with the concept of things taking time. It's not like he's going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger tomorrow, right? He did one curl and then, oh, buff forever. You should have looked him right in the eye and said, oh yeah, it's not like you're going to be buff tomorrow. You're going to go from having noodle arms today to being Arnold tomorrow, dude? Stop. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense because a gym bro would know that these things take time. If anybody would know, it would be a gym bro.
I was so mortified. I have not stepped foot in a gym since that day.
Alright, luckily this story is total nonsense and never happened. Otherwise, I would tell you to go back to the darn gym. Don't let anybody discourage you from going to the gym. Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
There have been a lot of places, stores where I walk in and they tell me immediately, we don't carry your size here.
What? Dude, no they don't. I hope that this never happened, but I'm pretty darn sure that it did not. So you've walked into the store before and they immediately were like, whoa, lady, we don't carry your size. Beat it. Like as soon as you walk in the door, what? This is not true. None of this happened. Lady, this is not a big and tall store. What are you doing?
I wasn't shopping for myself. I shop for other people.
You shop for other people. Yeah, that's why it's very unlikely that that happened. That you walking into the store would make somebody immediately approach you and be like, ma'am, we don't have your size. Can you please just leave right now without making a scene? And you're like, what? How dare you? And then they have to get out the taser.
But the worst place had been doctor's offices. About 5 years after my husband and I got married.
You went to the doctor's office and they said, ma'am, we don't have anything in your size here. And you're like, no, this is just like what happened at JCPenney. You SOBs.
We weren't getting pregnant. And I went to the doctor.
Your husband wasn't getting pregnant either? Oh man, this is abnormal.
To see if he could run some tests to find out what was going on. And he just told me I needed to lose weight.
Well, it is more difficult to get pregnant if you are obese, and I'm not just talking about the mechanics of the situation. I'm also talking about the hormones. Maybe the hormones play an even bigger role than the mechanics of the situation, if you know what I'm saying. As we've talked about many times before, obesity throws your hormones all out of whack, to such a degree that certain emergency contraceptives, such as the morning after pill, will not work for you if you are morbidly obese. Or obese at all, really. I believe the cutoff is pretty low for a weight that you can be and have the morning after pill work. Thus, proving further how bad obesity is for your hormones.
Yeah, no. I found out later I have endometriosis, and that's why
Okay, well, you know, the obesity wasn't helping, that's for sure.
I wasn't getting pregnant.
Yeah, and also the obesity is a contributing factor as well. We need to stop pretending like just because you had something else wrong with you, that the obesity wasn't also a contributing factor. People in the fat acceptance movement love to do this all the time. They're like, I went to the doctor and they told me to lose weight. Turns out I actually have PCOS or whatever the heck. But your weight is definitely contributing to your ill health as well, which is why they're constantly mentioning it. Yeah, you might have endometriosis or PCOS or whatever, but the obesity definitely ain't helping, friend. And sometimes we can't even figure out what else is wrong with you until we eliminate obesity as a cause, because it causes so many side effects and symptoms.
About 5 years ago, I fell and hurt my leg really bad. Couldn't hardly walk on it. Had to take a week off work because I could not put weight on my leg. Went to an orthopedic, and
They told you to lose weight.
he looked at the x-rays, did not touch my leg, asked me where my kneecap was.
Oh man, that's funny. He's like, do you know where your knee is? Point it out to me. So you went to the orthopedic surgeon with knee pain because you fell and injured it, and he asks you, do you know where your kneecap is? So what's supposed to happen here? You go to point to your kneecap, you're like, it's right here, and he's like, that's your thigh, okay? You don't even know where your own kneecap is. The problem is not the kneecap, madam. The problem is the obesity. I love this look on her face. This is the really kind of look.
Yeah.
All right, lady, calm down.
Yeah, where's your kneecap? And basically told me that because of my age, arthritis sets in, and I am heavy, and that puts a lot of pressure on your knee.
Doesn't it? You're saying it like it's ridiculous or something, like it's not true.
So you just need to lose some weight. Okay. 3 or 4 months later, I went to my regular doctor.
Turns out you had some other condition that was not because of the weight, right? This has happened like 3 times now. How about that? You keep being the winner in all of these debates. Like, it turns out you were right again. How about that?
For a physical, and I was getting up on the table and told her, you're going to have to be patient. It takes me a minute because I can't put weight on that leg.
And she said, yeah, because you're obese. No, she's going to be like, yeah, because you have a genetic condition that is completely unrelated to your leg. And then the mayor came in and gave you the key to the city, and everybody started clapping.
And she said, that's not right. And I told her what the doctor said, and
Right, here's the part where you were right. It was unrelated to your weight. You had some leg thing.
She just lost it. Sent me for the MRI that the orthopedic should have sent me for. And it came back. And I had a bruised tibia, a torn patellar tendon, and a partial meniscus tear.
The old partial meniscus tear. You know, I had one of those last week. It was dank, son.
So that's why my knee hurt. It wasn't because...
Right, and what caused all those injuries? It was completely unrelated to your weight, is what you're saying? You didn't just dunk on anybody like you thought, okay? Like, it turns out I got a torn meniscus, I got a patella, medulla oblongata, ABZXYZ going on in there. When they cut open my leg, they looked inside and there was nothing but confetti in there.
I'm so heavy. I actually had something physically wrong. But because I was fat, that was why I was in pain.
I'm guessing the obesity contributed to all the injuries. She's trying to act like, gotcha, the reason I'm in pain is because my meniscus tore, not because I'm obese. But why did your meniscus tear? Was it because of the obesity? A little bit, maybe.
So, yeah, doctor's offices.
So several times she has gone to the doctor and they were wrong, man. It was unrelated to the obesity. It was the meniscus tear that was causing her all the problems that happened because of... Shut up, okay? Don't worry about why it happened. But that's why. Not the obesity. It was the meniscus tear, the bruising on the patella, XYZ. They were all unrelated to obesity somehow. Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
Had to start over. I accidentally used some names. So,
It's okay. You can use names. Name your oppressors. We will shame them publicly.
working a special event, and I'm in a cart with a coworker, and I bump into some friends of my parents. So I just stop and say hi, and I hand the person the radio and said, listen, in case we get called for something. And there are other employees and staff members in our area in the back. And next thing I know, I hear my name being yelled into the radio. So I'm like, oh my gosh, did you not hear anyone calling? And he was like, blah, 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 like daydreaming.
Okay, so you gave the radio to your coworker. He starts spacing out. Next thing you know, they're calling for you frantically over the radio. Rebecca, what are you doing? The stage is on fire. How could you let this happen? I don't know if her name is Rebecca.
We go back to the truck, and this person, who was my manager, said, she had said, there's food for everyone back at the truck. It's lunchtime. So I was like, oh great, let's go get some food.
Okay, what's going to happen here? Are they going to be like, you didn't answer us earlier over the radio, but then you heard that there was food, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're right there? Is that what they're going to say?
We go back to the truck, and she says in front of everyone, if I knew you would have come for food, I would have said that a long time ago.
Oh, man. Oh, no, dude. Oh, she dunked on you. Oh, bro. All right, I believe this one, man. I don't know why, dog, but I believe her. Oh, that's a wicked burn, too. Oh, dude. It sucks when they get you with the witty one. It's all good, and you're like, oh, dang.
I'm like, oh, okay. Kind of a dig.
Kind of a dig. Oh, dude, that was a burn, bruv. That was a wicked burn. You're going to need some aloe vera for that burn.
Kind of a fat joke. I'll let it go.
That was a fat joke, although it was pretty good. You got to give her that. That's why it hurts. It hurts because it was good.
But my feelings were hurt because I didn't hear her.
Yeah, it's an honest mistake, but it makes it look like you ignored the radio call earlier. What I said earlier was true. They thought that you, ignored the radio call, and then when they bring up food, you're like, huh? Food? Let's go. Oh, man. The timing and everything just looks bad. Don't you love when, the universe itself is out to make you look a fool? Sometimes it does that. Sometimes the entire universe is conspiring against you to make you look like a fool. We've all been there.
Then, at the end of the day, she announces to everyone, if you can't find me, just go ahead and let her know there's food back here.
Oh, no! No! No, she did not bring everybody else into it and burn you in front of everybody. She burned you at the stake publicly like a witch. Oh, my God.
No one said anything. I proceeded to say I needed a break.
Oh, my goodness, dude. Oh, my God. Honestly, dude, if this happened, that is so mean that, it made everybody else feel uncomfortable, too. I've been in a situation where a boss insults one of your coworkers in a really mean way, and we're all just standing around like, oh, dude, what the heck? That was really messed up. Just so you know, nobody was laughing at you. They were all just thinking to themselves, oh my God, This is really awkward. I can't believe that chick just said that. Oh my God, what the heck? Nobody likes to see somebody else be like crapped on publicly and made fun of and stuff, unless you're a really sick person, dude.
And I broke down because this was a manager who I thought I got along with. So,
dude, they definitely should not have done that at all, dude. They should not have said that to everybody. They should not have said that to you. As adults, sometimes we're going to have an opportunity to dunk on somebody like really well. They're going to set themselves up for it, right? And the opportunity is there. And like the stars align and everything. We're like, oh, dude, I could rip on this person so hard right now, son. But as adults, we have to like let these opportunities pass. When I was younger, dude, I could never pass up on an opportunity to rag on somebody if it presented itself. But the older I get, the more I learn that you shouldn't you shouldn't always rag on somebody just because the opportunity presents itself.
it was actually heartbreaking.
Dude, that was messed up. Oh my goodness. I actually believe that story, which makes me sad. Wow, that really took the pep out of my step. Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
Oh boy, let me get started. So, when I was in 8th grade, it was the last day of 8th grade. It was like our graduation. Our school had one of those. We had like a big assembly, and then after the assembly, like you went outside. The 8th graders got to go outside and like get snow cones, do whatever, I don't know. So I go outside after the assembly to meet my friends.
Alright, why do you keep randomly zooming into your face? It's very distracting. You're not doing it at like points that are dramatic or anything. You're just like doing it every couple of words.
And at the time, I was 13 years old, and I just was taller than everybody else.
You were just taller than everybody else. Okay, so is this a tall shaming story?
And I was a little bit chubby, but I'm nowhere near what I am now.
Look, I paused it right here so it'll look like she's picking her nose. What are you doing? Why are you picking your nose? Oh my gosh.
And
Oh, you're playing with that thing in your nose.
this one boy decided to take his school ID and wrench it behind my head.
Wrench it behind your head. What does this mean? He's like cutting you with the school ID? This sounds more like assault and less like a fat shaming story.
Because he said I had fat rolls.
Was he sliding it between the rolls like a credit card machine? So when you say that he wrenched you with the school ID across the back of the neck, did he cut you with it? Or did he just like slide it between a couple of rolls? Like there were a couple of rolls like this, and he slid it right in there like that. That's still pretty horrible, but it's not the same as like assaulting you with the school ID or whatever.
Ripped my hair out in front of an SRO.
Whoa, wait, what? He ripped your hair out? Hold on.
Ripped my hair out in front of an SRO.
Ripped my hair out right in an SRO. I'm not sure about that SRO comment, but, or if even that's what she said.
Mind you, and a couple teachers, they did nothing.
RSO, I think it's some kind of school proctor, teacher, guidance, something.
He didn't get in trouble. Nothing. Ripped my hair out of my head.
Okay, well that's no good. That's assault. He should have been dealt with.
Everybody has a notch back there. That is normal. It's where your skull and your spine connect. He did it right there. Ripped it through my head.
Wait, what? Everybody has a what there?
Everybody has a notch back there. That is normal.
Everybody has a notch back there. That's normal. I don't have a roll on my neck that you could slide a card through. You're calling it a notch? What? I don't know. Can I see the back of your neck, please? I want to know what's going on back there now. What do you mean everybody has a notch back there? It's normal. What? Isn't it funny the kind of stuff that we think is normal just because it's happened to us or it relates to us? She's all like, yeah, you know how you have an extra toe on the back of your neck? Everybody has that, you know? And then everybody's like, what? I don't have that. What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, you know how you have like a full-grown toe that grows out of the back of your neck? It's got like a full-on toenail and everything. Like, you know, right? I don't know, man. I don't have that.
It's where your skull and your spine connect.
What? That's where your skull and your spine connect? There's a notch right there? I don't know, homie. I don't have such a notch, so I don't know, man.
Did it right there. Ripped it through my head.
Ripped it through my head. All right, man. I think maybe you're not that familiar with human anatomy, and that's what's going on here. We're having a little bit of breakdown.
Because I was fat. Tell me where that kid is now. Still living at his mama's house. So, you know who you are. You know what you did.
You know where you are. You know what you did. You slid a credit card through the notch back here that connects the skull to the neck that we all apparently have that I didn't know about until just now. Next.
Tell me the wildest way you have ever been fat shamed.
Boy, do I have a good one for you guys. So
You do. Hey, you have the same piercing as the last girl.
when Nate and I got married, we decided we wanted to have some unique invitations, and we commissioned a friend of ours to actually make an artist portrait of him and I to put on the invites.
That is pretty cool.
Here it is. I was so excited when these invitations came in because they're beautiful. I mean, seriously,
No, that's pretty cool.
they really are. And I wanted to show him a matron of honor. And I kid you not, the minute I showed her these invitations, she looks at me and says, "Why do you look so fat?"
In the invite? I thought that they were pretty flattering. Am I crazy, or were those portraits actually pretty flattering? Let's go back and take a look. I would say that this picture is very flattering to you, and they did draw you as a little chubby or whatever, but it's still very flattering. It would be bizarre if they drew you as being thin if you weren't thin. That would look really weird.
The minute I showed her these invitations, she looks at me and says, "Why do you look so fat?" You okay?
I'm sorry. What did she say?
I didn't realize there was a dude sitting right there. Dude, you didn't need to cough or clear your throat. You did that just so you could be in the video. He's like, look over here.
I thought I told you this already. That's why we don't talk to her anymore.
I thought it was a different reason. But okay, sure, fine.
Okay, this is news to him. Maybe you should have told homie here before we started filming this video what we were doing. He's like, babe, could you please stop filming TikToks, like, without even telling me? We're laying in bed, and I hear you saying, yeah, that was a great movie. And I'm like, what, hun? It was it? And then you roll over and look at her, and she's talking to the phone. So the chick said that you look fat in the drawing, and now you're not friends with her. You don't talk to her anymore. I thought that the drawing was pretty flattering. You were larger in the drawing, but you are larger in real life, but they did it in a flattering way. It would have been really bizarre if they had drawn you being like thin or looking completely different than you actually look in real life. Wouldn't that be like 10 times weirder? And so we draw to a close on another Fat Shaming Friday. I hope you all have a great weekend. Did you know I have a Discord server? You can come chat with me in there if you would like. Here's a link. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.